Lessons. So today we will start inheritance. Can anyone tell me what is encapsulations? I have explained what is encapsulations. Can anyone will tell me, unmute and tell me what is encapsulations? Only definitions. I want only definition. I want only definition. Can anyone will tell me only definition of encapsulation? Can anyone will tell me what is encapsulation? Unmute and tell me. First of all, tell me my screen is visible and my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is audible and your screen is also visible.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, let's start our class. 266. Okay. So up to yesterday we have completed OOPS theory, class, objects, abstraction and encapsulations. Today I will tell you what is inheritance and polymorphism. The class object completed, abstraction encapsulation completed. Today I will complete inheritance and polymorphism. So before that, I will tell you what is encapsulation. Encapsulation is one of the fundamental concept of object-oriented programming. It describes the idea of wrapping and data and methods that work on data within one unit. Means you can get only output, no need to go for inner management. What is inner management and all? No need to know. Only you have to know about what work required. Means this is consisting of data hiding plus data abstractions. After that we are going for encapsulations. It is internal. If you wanted to use any data, no internal connections between any internal things. If you wanted to do, then there will be a privately you have to use. There will be no publicly you cannot use. To prevent accidental change, means see, in our market value and our purchasing selling value is different. Our cost price, our selling price are different for everything. If you want to change your cost price, your petrol rate from your internally, you cannot change because that is privately written that this petrol price is this much basic price, and the selling price is different. You selling price is you have to wherever you will go any petrol bunk, then you will get that price only. Okay, so in between you cannot change. Only you can use that data that is called private data. Okay, encapsulation describes the idea of wrapping of data and methods that works on idea within one unit. This puts restrictions on accessing variables and methods directly and can prevent the accidental modifications of data. Why? Some people they can change intentionally, some people without intention also some it was changed. So for that preventing accidental modification, we are using this encapsulation to prevent accidental change. An object variable can only be changed. An object variable can only be changed by the object method. Those type of variable is called private variables. Okay, a class is one type of encapsulation. See, class private variable is there, public variable is there. If privately you wanted to declare that members, data members, then it will not use for publicly. Inside class only it will be used. What is private members? Private members are similar to protected members, but it is difference that class members declared private should neither be accessed outside of the class nor by any base class. In Python, there is no existence of private instances of variables that can be accessed except inside class. Okay, and however, to define private members, prefix member underscore, double underscore. Yesterday I have told you, when we are using double underscore, then we will use that we are telling us that is a private members. Python's private and protected members can be accessed out cannot be can be accessed outside of the class through the member name of the manual. So here, what is we completed our encapsulations. Now we will start inheritance. Inheritance. Before inheritance, I will tell you one good example to you. See, students, you are using your mobile phone. Your parents also using your mobile phone. Yes or no? So your parents, whatever you're using their mobile phones, that you are thinking that is our mobile phone, we can also use. My mother's phone is my phone, my father's phone is my phone. But when you are purchasing your own phone, you are not sharing with your parents, you are thinking that is my phone only. Yes or no, it happens or not? Can you tell me yes or no? That is called inheritance. Inheritance means the class can derive from base class. Base class means parent class. Okay. uh, Inheritance is defined as the capability of one class to derive or inherit the properties from other classes and use it whenever it needed Inheritance provides the following properties. What is the properties? It represents real world relationships. It provides reusability of the code. It we don't have to write the same code again and again. Means same code, if you have to write in your main class method, you no need to write your child class method. Okay. Also, we allow us to add more features to a class without modifying it. It is transitive in nature, which means that if the class B inherits from class A, then all the subclass of B would be automatically inherit from class A. Anyone need data encapsulation and data hiding definitions? I will tell you. Some people, if you want data, see, both are similar, little bit similar, but what is the difference? Main difference you check. Data encapsulation is the process of combining and assembling elements in order to create a new entity and the wrapping of private data into class. Okay. Data hiding means it is a process of hiding details and objects and functions. Also, potential techniques of the programming result in data for security and less data complexity. Okay, main difference is these two. See example. What is the example? In class, you combine the data and methods that you operate on your data. But in data hiding in your ATM center, when you are withdraw amount, you don't no need to go for what is the buttons, how the buttons are working, how the transaction is working. Okay. Now that one in between it was there. So inheritance, we will go come into point our inheritance. Inheritance allows us define a class that inherits all the methods and properties from another class. What is parent class? From parent class to child class, we are inherited from parent class. Our child class will inherit from parent class. Parent class is the class being inherited from, also called as base class, And what is child class? Child class is the class that inherit from another class, also called as derived class. That I told you. Your parents phone you can use, but your phone your parents cannot use, because that is your private thing. You cannot give it to your parents. So but your parents phone is for you, that is accessible, because that is parents phone. So that is one type of inheritance. from your base class to your child class, but child class will not give anything to your parent class. Okay, what is create a parent class? Any class can be parent class, any class can be parent class. So here create a name person, we will create here. I will show you this program after later. First I will explain you what is child class. Child class is the class that inherit the functionality from your parent class and send the parent class parameter when it is creating to the child class. When you are creating your child class, whatever same thing, if you want to required from your parent class, no need to declare newly. You can access from your parent class. You will write parent a dot, otherwise you have to write b, class b of a, means all a classes will accessible from b in your next class. Okay, there are two classes are there, one is child class, one is parent class. Use the pass keyword because you, when you don't want to add any other properties from the methods and class. Why we are using? Because to ignore that functionality, but it should be required in our class. See here, creating a parent class. Parent class nothing but creating normal class class program. Class person, def function class person. I taken as a class as a person. Class person. Class name is person. Def init self f name I name. F name I name, two arguments I given, and self is compulsory. We have to give one argument. Self dot f first name is equal to f name. Self dot first name is equal to f name. Self dot last name is equal to I name. Def print name. Def print name. See, another user defined function I created. Def print name. What I have to print? Self. Print self. What is the printing function? Self dot first name, self dot last name. We have to print from here self dot first name, self dot last name. X, we created one object. X is equal to person of John and Joe. John will be first name and Joe will be last name. Okay, now print name. What is there? See here, John and Joe. Who is Amla? Change your name to roll number. Ma, change your name to roll number first of all and mute yourself. G Amla. So X, say here, it is normal class I created. This is like a parent class is a normal class, and when we are creating a child class, that time we will check it. So it's normal class we taken as a person, class name person, and def init we taken as a self, f name and I name. F name self dot first name is equal to f name, self dot last name is equal to I name. So L name, def print name self, print self dot first name, self dot last name. So X we created as a new object. X is equal to person of John and Doe. John is the first name, Doe is the last name. So X dot print name. Print name where we are getting? We are getting from our def function, def print name. So it will go to this print function, it will go to print function here, and it will printed here self dot first name, and self dot first name it will go to here def init function. We will go to main function self dot if self dot first name, self dot last name. So we are printed in one line because we given in print name, we given print name of bracket, and here we given in one line. So here we got in one line. Now create a child class. When you are creating a child class, then you have to write where is the program? Program is there in execution. Before that, I will tell you what is the types of, what is the different types of inheritance. What is the different types of inheritance? On execution time, I will show you the child class and parent class. Okay. before that, different types of inheritance. What is the different types of inheritance? Single inheritance, multi level inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi path inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. Okay, singular inheritance means only parent, only one parent, one child. Okay, see, single inheritance. Single inheritance means one parent will access from one child will access from your one parent. And multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means, see, your father, mother, and kid means from father and mother, both from both, one child will access from their properties. So it is called multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance from multiple members to one child, one derived class will get their properties from two base classes. This is one base class, this is another base class. From two base classes, one child class, one derived class will access their properties. And multi-level inheritance, see, base class, intermediary class, derived class. See, this a class A from class B will access from class A, and class C will access from class B, means class C is accessing from class B and class A both. Okay, if you don't want, you no need to write, but if you want, you can get from both class B and class A. But if you want to get from class B only, class C is derived from class B, that's it. No need to write derived from class A, because already class B is derived from class A. But here in multiple, you have to write both class A and class B. When you will create class B, class C, in bracket A and comma B, you have to write. But here class C is derived class C, in inside the parenthesis you have to write only class B. Class B inside parenthesis only class A. No need to write here class B and A both. And hybrid inheritance. Hybrid means from anywhere they can get their properties. Okay, understood all of you? See, our inheritance will get from our base class. Whatever it is, whatever properties are there from base class, our derived class will get from base class. Single inheritance is nothing but directly we can access from our A class, whatever we are writing normal class programs. And in our multiple inheritance we will get from base 1 and base 2, we will get our derived class, which is features of base 1 plus base 2 plus derived class. 3 classes it will be get. And in our multiple inheritance, here in our multiple inheritance mechanism achieved to reusability the code, one class child class can derive the properties from another class, means from parent class. And it also provide the transitivity. If the class C inherits from P, then all the subclasses C would be inherit from P. Then what is when the class is derived from more than one base class, it will call multiple inheritance. When it is calling from more than one class, see, one class is a normal class. Okay, class will be derived from main class. Class will be derived single inheritance. See, one class is derived from main base class. One derived class will be calling from their properties from base class. This is called single inheritance. When more than one base classes are there, one derived class will access from more than one base classes, that is called multiple inheritance. Okay, here one features of base 1, base 2 plus derived classes will be there. Okay, here see, what is the syntax? Base 1, here class base 2, multiple inheritance, class base 2, and here class derived class. What is the derived class? Base 1, comma base 2, here body of the class. And but here if we will write multi-level, here class base 1, base 2 inside parenthesis, base 1, base 2 inside parenthesis, base 1. And what is derived class inside parenthesis? Only base 2 we need to write. Then we can access both base 1 and base 2. No need to write here. See, multiple and multi-level. What is the difference of multiple and multi-level? What is the difference between multiple and multi-level classes? These two are more confusion you will it will create, so you have to understand more. So multi-level means, see, your derived class will get from only B class, only class B, intermediary class. Your class B will get from only base class A. So this is 3 levels, two levels, from A to B, B to C. It will go directly. You cannot go to C. A. If you will directly want to get A, only A class will be derived. A class properties you will get, but B class property you will not get. But when you will declare B derived class of B, then you will get it from A class your properties, and then it will get it from B class properties. So both properties you will get from class for class C, derived class. But multi-level means you will get from A class and B class at a time. You have to declare in your derived class both base classes. Okay, class base 1 is equal to body of the class we will give. Class base 2 is equal to body of the class we will give. Class derived is equal to base 1 comma base 2, means two classes it is calling from two classes at a time. And body of the class we will write. This is called multiple. When we will tell this is multi-level, multi-level means here inside after base 2 we will give parenthesis, write base 1. After base after derived class we will write here base 2. No need to write here base 1 and base 2. Means here base 2 is not accessing from base 1. This is separate class, this is separate class. Only derived class will access from base 1 and base 2. But base 2 is separated class and base 1 also separated class. But in multi-level, base 2 is depending on base 1, base derived class is depending on base 2. See, what is multi-level? See here, class 1. I taken class 1. Def m of self. Self only one class we given. Print in class 1 we given. Print in class 1. And here class 2 we given. Def m of self 2. Here print class 2. Class 3 we given. Print class of class 1. Class 1. And class 3 of class 1 we given. So here print class 3 we are printing. What is the class 4? Class 2 as well as class 3 we are printing. Class 2 as well as class 3 we are printing. Class 2 is this one and class 3 is this one, but class 2 is accessing plus class 1. Then what it will be print? But class 4 nothing is there, it passed all these things. So what it will be print? Only class 1 it will be print. So I will show you the program. Before that I will explain you polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism, the word polymorphism means having many forms. The word polymorphism is having many forms. See, I am a teacher. In college I am teaching, but at home I am cooking. See, you are a student. For your friends, you are friend, but for me, you are student. For your parents, you are kid. So only one person, you are having different forms, different activities. Yes or no? Like that is called polymorphism. One member, see, one member you can get multiple forms, multiple activities. That is called polymorphism. Okay, there are two forms. Poly means many, morphism means forms. Polymorphism. Okay, see, I am telling you again example. You are a student. You are student for me. You are student for me, but you are friend for your friends. You are friend for your friends. So how many forms now? One is student. One is, see, Sonali. Sonali is which one of student and one is friend, and another for parents, she is a daughter. So parent, student, friend, daughter. So three forms it is coming, three forms. So like this, different forms you will write for one name. In one name you can create many forms, that is called polymorphism. Okay, in polymorphism, this is example. In polymorphism defines the method in which method in a child class that have the same name as the method in the parent class. Parent class name and child class name will be same. In inheritance, the child class inherits the method of the parents. Also it is possible to modify the method in the child class, that is called inherited from the parent class, but it is not there in our polymorphism. Okay, in our polymorphism there are two methods are there, overriding and overloading. That two are, I will tell you. The first I will explain you what is polymorphism, and after that we will go for that one. See, polymorphism in class. Python uses different class types in same way. Here you have create the loop of iterates. Can you tell? Can you iterates means you can execute the code multiple times. That is called iteration. Okay, through the tuple of the objects. Next, you have call methods without being concerned about which class type each object is. We assume that the method actually exists in the class. Okay, here what is the difference between polymorphism and inheritance? What is the difference between polymorphism and inheritance? In inheritance, see, both Python, the mechanism, what is the concept of Java, Python, everything is same. Concept is same. Only program writing codes are different. Okay. See, everything is same. Mechanism is same. Means what is your polymorphism? What is the definition of Java? Definition of oops. Definition of Python. Both are same. Okay. Only the different types of code is different. See, we are writing in our code, in our Python, addition. Some we will write some comma. When we are writing a is equal to int input, we are taking from user, and b is equal to b is equal to int integer we are taking, but c is equal to a plus b we are taking. Print c. Okay, that is one type. And another type also we can write sum of, yes or no, sum of a comma b, that is also we can write. And another method, if we will write a and b, we will ask and see print a plus b, that also will get output. So how many types, different types we can write. Different if I wanted to write in if condition a plus b, how we will write? If condition, if a plus b is equal to that much, more than 60, then don't print. If a plus b is less than 60, print. Like that also we will write. First we will get a plus b, then I will write a plus b is equal to greater than 60. Conditions we will give. After that, printing we will give. So many methods we can write on our wish. Like this, in our programming also, everywhere the definitions will be same. Only the difference is writing types of code is different. In oops through Python, it will be more easier than that Java and C++. Okay. So here, mechanism allowing the new class to use the properties of the methods of the superclass. Okay, superclass, properties of the superclass. We can write, we can tell subclass and superclass for that parent class and child class, like that. The ability of the object to behave multiple ways. The ability, what is the polymorphism, what is the inheritance? Don't confuse in these two. See, inheritance means it can inherited from your base class. Polymorphism means one name multiple forms. One name multiple forms. That meaning only one name multiple forms. What is the inheritance? Implementation of inheritance occurs classes in level. Here we require classes in level, but here in polymorphism occurs in methods level. It provides code reusability. It is calling the methods in the compile and runtime. Compile and runtime. See, another difference is there. Inheritance is one in which new class is created from derived class, and that inherits the features from already existing class. Means whatever existing class in base class, whatever properties are there, that is also derived class property. Means derived class will call from base class. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is that which can be defined in multiple forms. In multiple forms, it is basically applied to the classes. It is basically applied to the classes, but here in inheritance it will be based on the classes. Means different types of class we have to create. How many inheritance do you want, how many types you want, either single level, either multiple level, either multi-level, either hierarchical, either a hierarchical level. If you want any type, on that time you need many base classes and derived classes, whereas it is basically applied for functions and methods. Inheritance supports concept of reusability and reduce code length of oops concept. Means if you wanted to write in base class you will write 200 codes. In your derived class, no need to write that 200 codes. Directly if you will call, and mistakes also will not happen, and reusability, complexity will reduce. So all these things it will be useful for inheritance. So inheritance supports the concept of reusability and reduce code length. Yes, reduce code length in oops concept. In your polymorphism allows the object to decide which form in the function. See, one kid will eat, will go playing, and will study, and will watch TV. So many functions are there. If you wanted to only study will execute, what is the timing of the study? Means when you wanted to execute only study, you need to execute. No need to go for other functionality. No need to go for other methods to execute. So here polymorphism allows the object to decide which form of the function of implement at compile time, overloading or overriding, as well as overriding. That too I will explain you overriding, what is overriding and how it is working on overriding and overloading. That is next step for polymorphism, but up to now you learn what is polymorphism. Okay. Next, inheritance can be single, hybrid, multiple, hierarchical, multi-level inheritance. But in your polymorphism as well as runtime polymorphism overriding. Okay, understood all of you students? If any doubt, you write in chat box. Okay, if any doubt, so polymorphism example. See, class shape I given, class shape, one shape class I created. Here method is draw method, I created one draw method. Okay, here in our draw method, it will be go for class circle, it will be go for class rectangle, it will be go for class square. So in three classes, one method will be useful. See, in three classes, one method will be useful. So in our polymorphism, there are compile time will be there and runtime. In our compile time, method overloading and method overriding will be there. In our runtime, virtual functions will be there. What is in, see, main thing in polymorphism, poly means many, morphism means forms. It is a Greek word. Polymorphism means many shapes. This is sometimes similar to the word having several different meanings depending on context. Generally speaking, polymorphism means that the method or functions is able to scope of different types of inputs. See, when one person wanted to talk with their manager, means office manager, he will talk different way. When he wanted to talk with their parents on different way, when he wanted to talk with their friends on different way. So the way of talking also different. So the way of talking, how the type of talk, it will be going under different polymorphia, different forms he will talk. Okay, that is also called one person different forms. Okay, so here in our polymorphism class cat you taken, so def, here def you taken, def user defined function makes sound of self. This is normal. Okay, not init function, we are not creating init function, normally way we are taking this one. So here class dog we taken make sound, same sound make sound, and here also make sound we taken. So here print meow and here oof. So here printing function two are different. So here some animals cat dog and dog. For animal here make the animal sound. So here you can go for your polymorphism. So we will go for programming. I will explain you in programming. I will explain you what programming. As programming, I will explain you how the polymorphism and inheritance is working. Inheritance. Inheritance, in your inheritance program, it will be many classes you have to, many classes it will be there. So first parent class and child class will be there. So I explained you class person you taken, def init function you taken. What we will do here, we will create a class person, class name person, and we will get the output and by using one object, that's it. So here class person we taken. Is it visible my screen, students? Is it visible my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. So class person, okay, thank you very much, thank you very much. So class person is there. So def init function, self we have to take as a argument compulsory, f name and l name we taken. So first self dot first name is equal to f name, self dot last name is equal to l name. So def print name I taken, another method I taken as a print name. So print name will be self print name. We are print self dot first name, self dot last name, it will be go under here, go under init function self. So x is equal to person, IAR is student. So print name, what is x dot print name? X dot print name, the object created from here, def print name. Def print name, what is there? Self dot first name, self dot last name. Self dot first name, it will go to here first init function, init method. So what is the output we will get here? So IARE students means it will go, f name will call for IARE, and I name will call for students. So here we are getting IARE student. This is parent class. This is parent class. Now how we will create a child class? by you through parent class. Parent class will be base class and your child class will be child class. So to create a class that inherit the functionality from another class, send the parent class as parameter when creating the child class. Example, create a class named student. We are creating a class named student. We are creating a class named student. So here create a class named student which will inherit the properties of method when the from the person class student person pass the note. Okay, use the pass keyword when you don't want to add any other properties and methods to the class. Now the student class has same properties and methods from parent class. Okay, note, what is the note? Use the pass keyword when you don't want any other properties. What, see here, if you don't want any properties, that time you have to use pass keyword. Okay, now the student class has the same properties of the method as the class. Okay, use the student class to create an object and then execute the print method. Okay, first you have to create parent class, then you will call the parent class to your student class, and after that you will print. This is a normal single inheritance. Okay, see, this is class person. We given class person, in it self f name, my name will be there, and here self dot f name is equal to f name, self dot last name is equal to l name. So you are creating another def function, def user defined function, def print name method name is self, and here print self dot first name comma self dot last name, your class person. But in our class we don't want any parameters, so we are not writing anything, only the student. See, this is main thing. Class student of person means this person class we are calling from your student class. This student class, this is a derived class, and this is base class. This is a derived class, and this is, otherwise we can write this is subclass and this is superclass. Like that also we can tell it. This thing is this superclass, subclass, superclass, and this is subclass. We can tell subclass and superclass, or parent class or child class, we can tell that one. And x is equal to same IER student x dot print name. So we will run this program in our child class. See, IER student is there because here we didn't here what we did, we didn't pass anything, any def function we didn't created, so that we are creating print name. So print name means here we are here we are calling from our print name, means here the student class will be, see where we will get we are calling from derived class. See, x is equal to student of, we are writing where we are getting student, here from our derived class. Like that we are thinking this is a derived class we are calling. X is a object we are calling one student class. Where is the student class? Student class is derived class, and inside student class we are there in our base class. What is base class? Person is there, is base class, and we are calling IER student because in person we given two parameters, f name and l name. F name means first name and last name. So here when we are calling from our derived class to base class, from base class we will call the two two arguments. What we given? Two arguments, first name and last name. In our first name is there IERE, and in our last name we given student. So we are calling the two arguments from our parent class, and we got that print name. Say where this is coming, this print name, x dot print name. See here, the def function is their print name of self. So this print name of self is calling from main function, init function. Init is must and should in our class function, because when it is will be initialized, you have to give init function. init method. Okay, init method you are giving here, and double underscore you must have, and self you are calling from self, and self dot first name, self dot last name. Print here self dot first name and self dot last name. From this print name, when you are calling this print dot first name and last name, it will call from here, it will call from person name, and from person class it will call self dot first name, self dot first name, self dot last name. Anyone is having doubt on this inheritance, you can write in chat box, otherwise you can unmute and tell me. Then we will go for next, how to, this is simple thing, already you know about this, how, what is the init function. Okay, see, we want to add init function to the child class instead of pass keyword. Okay, the init function is called automatically every time of the class being used to create a new object. When you are creating new object, you have to give init function. Okay, just see student of person, init function. Okay, init function of self comma f name and I name. And when you add the init function, when you wanted to add, the child class will no longer inherit the parent init function. The child init function overrides the inheritance, the parents init function. It is keep inheritance the parents init function, because here in your child class will be inherited from your parent init class, means it is calling parents init class. But if you wanted to write, you can write your own inheritance. Okay, when you are wanted to write your, you can write own inheritance. That's why you written here, we want to add the init function to the child class instead of pass key. You can add init function to your, because child class is different class, your own class is main class, is main class. You are calling from main base function to your derived class, so that you have to write in your derived class in init function. The init function is called automatically every time in the class is being used as a new object. When you are creating it is init function, that is you are calling it as new objects you are calling. Okay, here class person, see init function they given, what is the output we will see here. See, def init function self f name I name they've given, self dot first name is equal to f name, self dot l name is equal to l, last name is equal to l name, def print name of self dot first name, self dot last name we are calling. So here what is that, def init of self f name l name, we are calling same f name l name here in our from our parent class. And person dot we are writing from this main class, and we are calling person dot init of self f name I name. X is equal to IRE student. So what is print name? Print name is your IRE student, means from your student class you are taking this F name as and N name, I name. But here this F name and I name you are declaring from person class. Person class again it will call to first name and last name. This person class is the base class, from base class, student of base class, means all the init functions self f name I name will calling from your parent class. When you are calling from parent class, you declared your person dot init of self comma f name I name, means after defining, no need to write all these things, already you will call from this, call from your parent class person dot init of self f name I name. And after that you can create x dot student, you are calling student of, means your derived class you are declaring Two arguments here we given in our parent class and student class, f name and I name. After that x dot print name. Print name where it is there in our def function. After when you are def function, self variable will be, self argument will be declared here. Self argument, self dot first name, self dot last name, it is there. In our self dot first name last name, it will go to class main class, base class. In your base class person is there, in your person class you are declaring your def function. What is there, it will call to self dot first name. What is self dot first name, first argument IRE. What is self dot last name, last argument students. It will call and print IRE students. Any doubt up to this? I'm giving you 5 minutes. You give me some doubts. You tell me some doubts. I will tell you answer. Otherwise, you can unmute and talk with me. Listen, students. Before that, I will tell you one thing. A and B sections. CR, can unmute yourself. CR. Ajay and Shusana. CR, can unmute yourself. See, I am writing your control. You in your on your Saturday. Tomorrow we don't have any class, so day after tomorrow, control structures 1 to 10 programs we will run. 1 to 10. Control structure 1 to 10. All of you prepare, and control structures 1 to 10 we will practice, and you have to share your screen. If you are unable to share your screen, you don't have a laptop, practice in mobile at least, and tell me what will I write. I will write on our on my build IT your on my build IT window. Okay, online editor I will type, and you have to tell what will I write. Typing only I will do it, and you have to explain the question, you have to tell me the solution, you have to get the answer. That's it. Only typing I will do on my online editor. If you don't have facility of your laptop, if you have facility, you can share your screen, and that will be very, very good for me and for you also. But everyone, if you don't have laptop, you have to run your program nearby. Any institution is there nearby, any your friends will be there, you go weekly 1 hour and execute all the programs. Before that, execute on your Python online editor. Python online editor you can execute, and you write on your notebook. You go to your friends, your father's mobile, laptop, anything, it will be there. Your brothers, your cousin brothers will be there. So type all the programs within 1 hour and complete the task. You need to complete 180 programs, as well as you have to get 100 marks.